Internet computer holders, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. This is complete madness. I just cannot believe what we're witnessing right now. As you can see across the board, we're seeing a complete sea of red across the market. And yet you're seeing internet computer just, continuing to climb up 33% on the daily time frame, and doesn't seem like it's being impacted by this move right now. And again, this move right now is quite significant for the crypto market. As you can see across the board, everything is down right now except a few coins. But again, very interesting. And again, if you were to come and tell this to anyone, even a week or 2 weeks back, that internet computer would be doing this, I'm sure most of the people out there would have just been like, there's no possible way, including myself, because like I said, Bitcoin at the levels it's at right now, very critical. And we can clearly see that with the way altcoins are holding. Every single thing is down at this point. You can see for yourself, except again, a few coins, and that's Dash, Zcash, Internet Computer. And out of nowhere, you're seeing DCR, moving up. What's really causing this to, pump up, like especially Internet Computer? Again, we discussed the tokenomics, how they have gotten much better, and how, they're implementing AI into their blockchain. But again, the market conditions are not good at all. Yet you're seeing so much momentum. So is there insiders that know something that we don't, or is the market makers that are stepping in? Again, be cautious, in my opinion, still. But let's take a closer look and see what's happening. Before we do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So you're looking at the price of internet computer back above $5, up 35% on the Bitcoin side of things. Valuation approaching $2.7 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at $614 million. Again, something that we have not seen in a long, long time. Again, as far as the dominance is concerned, as I said, ICP hasn't really, been impacted with the dominance increasing, because again, in terms of the Bitcoin side of things and USD side of things, it's outpacing the entire market right now, along with some of the other coins that are up. But you can see for yourself, dominance is showing a lot of strength. But again, it shouldn't really be a surprise based off of where Bitcoin is currently sitting. Bitcoin is in the extreme danger zone, in my opinion, right now, because of course we're below the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level. And at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if we retested, not only the October 17th low, but most importantly the October 10th wick that we did see down to $102,000. And that is on the table. And I think maybe we do fill that weekend. But at this point, Bitcoin is getting closer and closer to the six-figure price point, support line at $100,000. If that, does not hold, things can get a little messy, in my opinion. But let's take a look at what's happening with internet computer. You could see for yourself. What's crazy here right now is, remember, I was talking to you guys about in my last update how internet computer, yes, we're seeing nice move towards the upside, but internet computer needs to make its way back above, where it was prior to this major retracement that we did see on October 10th. Guess where internet computer is? It's retesting September levels right now. This is absolutely insane. And I'm happy for the internet computer holders. I know there's a huge following on the channel of the Crypto ZX from the ICP community. You can see for yourself. We went from $2.78 here. You know what? I want you guys to take a look at it on an hourly perspective right now. Take a look at it. November 1st, you were looking at ICP sitting at $2.90, and right now it's up 82.7% since then. And like I said, most important thing to be looking out for is the fact that it's retesting September levels right now. We are witnessing a major shift in momentum. And again, at this point, like I said, tokenomics are looking good. Is this a short squeeze occurring? Is this something similar as to what we have seen with Zcash, with the likes of Dash? Is this what we're seeing? Obviously, some people are going to come out and say no, that internet computer actually has a lot going for itself, which is true, but obviously you just cannot compare it to the big blockchains, and that's quite clear. and that's something that we've been talking about on this channel for quite some time. But let's really take a look at where things could be going at this point. Obviously, keep an eye out on Bitcoin, but so far it doesn't look like Internet Computer is really being impacted by this Bitcoin move, even though it is a significant move. But you could see for yourself, where we are currently heading, for Internet Computer. We could be approaching the $6.19 key resistance again, a level that we haven't seen since August 16th. That is a move of about 21.4% from where we currently are. And with the way this momentum is kicking in, look at the volume itself. We have not seen this much buying pressure for Internet Computer since 2023. So, that's something that we don't want to, looks at slightly. But with that being said, I want you guys to be well aware, if Bitcoin starts, pulling back down to October 17th levels, and, closer to, October 10th wick, and if it were to fill in, you might not want to be locking in profits. You might think, I'm not going to be locking in profits, but that does not mean some of the early comers or, people that have been accumulating Internet Computer along these lines are not going to, try to exit and, just lock some profits in. Because again, at the end of the day, yes, market is picking, ICP is outpacing the market, but that doesn't mean it's just going to continue to go up. Yes, people are looking at Zcash. Yes, people are looking at Dash. They're going absolutely insane. But again, high risk, high reward situation. Obviously that comes down to you. At the end of the day, I'm just telling you guys what I would be doing in this point. When a project that has pumped up this much in such a short span of time, I would be looking to lock in profits, especially with this type of market condition. But at the end of the day, it comes down to you whether you guys want to do that or not. That's your call at the end of the day. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys personally think, because at this point, it's outpacing the dominance, doesn't really, have an impact on the dominance or Bitcoin. And yes, sometimes you do tend to see coins that do outweigh, the overall market, and that is due to the momentum that they have for themselves. And right now, these are, those coins that we have just listed. And but Internet Computer, showing a lot of strength. Is this about to shock a lot of people? We'll see what happens. Again, if it's able to break up, to the early, 2025 levels, that's where things could really get exciting. But again, this is not something small that we're seeing right now with this type of market condition. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think right now with Internet Computer. Do you think, we're going to get up to that $6.13, with this, momentum that we're seeing with the broader market? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you have not done so already, and we'll see you later in Crypto ZX and